Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset. Life is what you put into it. Get the most you can. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
Hello and welcome to episode number 66 of the I Can Do podcast. Yes, I am your host, Benjamin Lee, Benjaminlee. That is me, Benjamin Lee. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm having some fun here. I have a big smile on my face as we are going to talk a little bit today about a new project that I'm working on. It is, I guess you could say, it's a ultra learning project. For those who may not be familiar, there's a great book. I would highly recommend it. The author is Scott Young, and the book is called Ultra Learning. So last year, I went through a huge transformation. I've been speaking now, I guess, for the last 20 years or so, and I've been blessed to have a number of opportunities. For eight and a half years, I got to work with Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. I was a healthcare representative, and so I know I gave thousands of presentations to primary care physicians, pediatricians, cardiologists, nephrologists, endocrinologists, you name it. That really helped me to get out of my comfort zone because talking to a physician is very intimidating. But the training was really, really good with Pfizer. In the process of time, and this is what everybody really needs, you need reps. You need experience. The more you can do it, the better you're going to get. And now for the past 12 years, I've been blessed to be able to preach the gospel as a full-time preacher, minister. There was a lot of fear with that as well, right? Getting in front of people, producing and creating something every week. But it's been a great blessing for me. And so I've had hundreds or thousands of reps. I don't know if I've done 1,000 sermons yet. I don't think I have, but with Bible classes, with Bible studies, with sermons, with special series of lessons, I've had a lot of opportunities to speak in front of a lot of people. The last 4 or 5 years, I've had other opportunities as well to talk in front of people. A couple of fitness camps with Bill Phillips, the author of Body for Life. I was able to do a motivational talk in the town where I live back in 2019. I've done some volunteer talks, or at least one, I guess you could say multiple talks at different schools, grade schools and middle schools. Some have been short. One recently was longer. So I've just had a lot of different opportunities to speak, but now I'm on a new project. Oh, I forgot too. Let me just mention this. Last year, to really get to the next step with preaching, I decided to start preaching without notes. So that was a huge step because for the past 12 years, almost 12 years, that's how I always did my sermons. I always took my outlines up with me. In July of last year, and I have a video on my website, benjaminlee.blog. You can look on my homepage and you can see this transformation that I went through, and I talk more about it in details. And you can also check out my YouTube page, I Can Do with Benjamin Lee, and you can find my Ultra Learning project there as well. My Ultra Learning project with Ultra Speaking. So I found some speaking coaches with a company called Ultra Speaking, Michael and Tristan there, top notch, and I got rid of my notes back in March of last year. Then in July, I stopped writing my outlines completely. So it's really just opened up another level for me speaking. And I would highly recommend that you give it a shot, that you try it. You know, one of the biggest objections is, well, what if I forget something? Well, I know plenty of people who forget things, including myself, when I was using notes, when they were right in front of me. Have you experienced that? So it's a mixture of preparation and also spontaneity. One of the biggest things that I've seen, and it's decreased so much, is that previously, before I went through this process of just changing how I prepare and how I preach now, as soon as I got done preaching, I would like have all these thoughts just like snap or pop in my head. Oh, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say this? Oh, I could have just said it like this, or why did I remember this? Da 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 da. I'm remembering all these things after the fact. So much of that was due to being tied to my notes. So when you're tied to your notes, you're not really giving yourself that space to speak on the fly, to speak in the moment, to allow the turbulence, so to speak, to settle in your mind. But since I've gotten rid of my notes, I actually have had less of those experiences. So it's something that you definitely need to investigate. I would encourage you to check out ultraspeaking.com. Some really great things that are taking place there. And so I've said all of this almost 6 minutes into this podcast to get to this point. Now I'm taking another step in my speaking. I am learning how to rap. Yes, I said it. I put it out there. I've done a couple of blogs, or at least one blog, to my subscribers telling them that I'm learning how to rap. And I have a YouTube page, I Can Do with Benjamin Lee. Please go there. Please subscribe. Click on the notifications as well so you can see all my videos. Because here's what I'm doing. I'm recording myself rapping, or at least learning how to rap. Rapping is so interesting too, because it's like another level, and maybe it shouldn't be, but it kind of is with speaking. Where can we get comfortable enough? Can we get in this flow where we can just know these words and allow these words to come to our lips and to speak them and to stay in the moment? So it's been a very fascinating situation. And what's funny now, when my son or my wife say something, I usually try to turn it into a rap. I try to turn it into a rap. I try to stay in that moment and see what will come out of that moment. And usually some kind of rap comes out. Now, sometimes it may not always be the best, but I will tell you this, I know I'm not like the rest. And so I will pound on my chest and I will see what I can do with the rest of these words and how I can turn them into these swords where they can cut and where they can pierce and where they can be fierce. So I'm trying just to play around with these words to see how far can I go? How long can I stay in the moment? One of the biggest things that I'm seeing is that the faster I can turn off this judging brain, right? Where we get so afraid of, well, I'm going to sound stupid, or I'm not going to sound as smart as people as I really want to be. Well, that holds us back so many times. So this is my new project. I'm learning how to rap. And I know it may feel at times like it's kind of a bit of a trap, but I'm learning how to rap so I can unwrap the things in my mind, so I can become clear, and so I can eliminate the fear that I often hold so dear to my chest, like so many of the rest do. And so I'm going to go to this school called rap. And I'm going to learn. I'm going to check myself at the door so I can open up other doors in my life. Da 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 da. So, it's such a fun thing, and it seems, I know people are going to think, well, don't you preach? Yes, I do. But I'm also learning how to rap because I'm seeing that there's something here. It's like the next level. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, I could have kept it to myself, but why keep things to yourself? When we keep things to ourselves, we often allow those things to kind of hold us back. and we get off track. We hold these things back. We get off track because we don't want people to see that maybe I'm not as good as I can be. Maybe I'm not as good as they want me to be. But if we can just be and stay in the moment, then watch what will happen. So I'm thankful for Michael and Tristan at Ultra Speaking. They've helped me out with this as well. And follow my journey. Check it out on my YouTube page. I Can Do with Benjamin Lee. I'm going to learn how to rap. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to keep on trying. I'm just going to keep putting this positive pressure. And the more I can put this pressure, the more comfortable I will become. So I already got some rap videos. I already got some videos of me trying to rap, recording, and having fun. So check me out. If you like to try something sometime, please let me know. And this is what it's about, having an I can do mindset. Get uncomfortable. Try something new. And you might just be surprised at what you can do if you try something new. And the truth of the matter is, you may feel like you're kind of blue and you may feel everything is new and you don't know what to do, but that's okay. Give it a shot and watch what happens. Thanks for listening. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you are in the need or looking for more motivation in your life, feel free to check out my website, benjaminlee.blog, where you can find hundreds of encouraging, motivational blog posts on a variety of subjects. You can find all of my books, which can also be found on Amazon.com, and other podcast interviews with a variety of people. I hope this helps. Please leave me a rating and a review. I can do, and so can you. Take care, and God bless.